shining light for me because Durka has been looking fantastic on Yoru all year long.
Okay,
I mean, in the
Fnatic on defense,
bit,
G2 on
who's
attack,
struggled
and
most recently is
we
Icy.
have
Yeah,
got a
G2 took
smoke
that
that's
win
going
away
over
from
towards
EDG,
B.
but
This
it
is the
was
one
so
that goes in
close.
the
It was
middle,
13 to
creates
11.
question marks or pressure
Fnatic
either side once you put it
6-0
up, right?
on
You can
Haven
luck
this year,
either
Doug,
side
ever
of it.
since it came back into the map pool.
Yeah, spotless record.
Yeah, so smoke goes in, and as soon as this
But
is
G2
popped,
has decided to take a step into that
either side
ring.
gets
It's a map
vision
that
blocked,
hasn't
right?
necessarily been weak for them either. I mean, they've only played it 3 times, but every single one has been close. They've won 2 of them. So it's not like they're slouches on this map necessarily.
Yeah, neither of these teams are going to be slouches on any of these maps in the map pool. So evenly matched, it feels like.
G2. This became pretty common
Just
this
quiet
year,
across
right?
the
Just a
board right
3-person
now from
swing
G2,
over
a
towards
very,
long,
very
make sure
slow
you get the
approach. They
orb.
showed top C, broke the camera.
Nice
But it didn't
dink.
bait out any rotations from the side of Fnatic.
That's a dink on Valen already. If they decide to continue to go B, you've got Durka who's close by, you've got Boaster there with him.
Members of Fnatic need to be careful from this.
Yeah, and we just had a
from G2
recon that went
Yoru
into the
flash
corner
was
and
so
cleared
hard
out
to
a good
dodge.
amount of
I think
long,
that's why they're
and
playing
someone
off of it,
visioned
and as soon as it
on
goes
this
off,
as
they know
well.
they can try to refill it
3
onto the
people
side.
here
Trent
from
back
Fnatic.
already through, taking care of Boaster, but the trade.
Dude, they have no
is
smokes for this
timely.
retake.
It's perfect. Durka's not able to get it. His hero does. 2 kills on
There's
the
a
round
lot
for
of people
him.
from G2 fighting on site,
But
even though they
managed
had
to
no
get the spike
smokes here.
down. G2 in these post-play positions found, again, just down to 19 HP. It's just a tap. It's just a threat. Just enough to try to get
5
him out
bullets.
of position. Do they have a flash? Do they have anything? They all just swing out. They
Yeah,
all
no
just
bullets
face.
left on this
And
one.
they're outnumbered.
So it was
Fnatic
like a
will
little
get
bit
the
weird.
pistol.
So first of all, Fnatic did good to flood into
And
the
you're
site
right,
with
the
3
approach from
people.
Fnatic in front B, they understood when that Viper orb
Yeah, they
goes
just
up,
caught
they
too
need
many
to be
people from
careful they can
G2
get
in
back
the
up.
site, and as
And the
normally what
flooding,
happens
it
as
was
soon as you
almost
killed that
perfect.
Omen, you want to try
Boaster,
to get
his
off site
paranoia
like
was on point, but he
ASAP,
just
because
couldn't
you're gonna win the
connect
after
shots, and he
plant.
ended up going down first, but the
But yeah,
flood
too
from
many
Hero,
people
the
got
flood
caught
from
before
Durka,
they could get off his
it was
site
too
here.
much for these boys of G2 to handle. And the 4v2, they're not going to throw it this time around.
I was going to say something, but I didn't know what to say.
Hey.
Choosing to stay family friendly is Boaster at the beginning of this. We'll see if that's the case though as the series goes on. I mean, there's both. You think about this matchup between Boaster and Valen. They're such deep competitors, right? Like they're the quintessential fighter. Both of them are.
And they have such a deep map pool, a deep strat book. And the coaching staff that's behind them as well.
Sure.
I say that as Leaf just takes the head off of Durka. That's a Bulldog gone now from Fnatic.
Yeah, but this was
On a map
nice.
like this
A
with
lot
3
of time when you
bomb
create
sites, when you
heavy
drop a
C
member early
pressure,
like that,
if you get
you are
someone
really
over towards
spread
here, a
thin.
rotate's going to go
That's why
in,
you
and
see
you
this
can kind of catch
proactivity
them
on
in
the
like
minimap from
this
Fnatic.
line. So
It's a double A long approach.
good amount of good. It's just a good idea from G2 on
they
this
need
one.
to be
Also
careful
stacking
right
up
now 'cause
orbs
Alpha
over
here,
towards
if he gets
C.
heated up, it's going to be over.
Yeah, the terror that can be an ISO.
Yeah, he's been superb on it as well.
A little bit of tap there, not
Hello?
connecting the
Hello?
shots, but honestly, Jonah P, it was a bit labored. It took a little bit of time, but ultimately does
They're
connect.
doing good, man.
It's a 3v3.
Yeah,
but it
they're
doesn't
doing
feel
good in
like
the
a
eco
solid
here.
one. It doesn't feel like a comfortable one. It just
Yeah,
feels
nice cleanup from
inevitable.
Alpha. But
Alpha gets his 3. His
yeah,
Fnatic
did
get
they
the
manage to
second.
get both
And
the
that's
guns?
something I
Hero,
said G2
juggle.
need to be very wary of.
Nicely
Once
done
he
though.
gets on fire,
Good juggling of the
especially
guns.
towards this A site,
Yeah, they
you're
don't
gonna
lose
see Alpha here
anything.
taking a lot of swings down short A, and he's gonna hit those shots 9 times out of 10. Let alone the fact that he got 3 into that round to build towards that ultimate. And yeah, it was costly for Fnatic, but they ended up saving the majority of the guns that they needed. And Alphier, he's popping
ISO
off
shield?
already.
ISO
That
shield
first
is strong,
peek
yeah.
they did, it was a little interesting, a little dicey, but he settled. Now he's sitting at 3-0 with a Vandal to his name. 3 orbs off of his ultimate.
See that cheeky little vulnerable shock setup. Icy's been dropped. Leaf has 2.
First big Byron. They go aggro middle. They go, dude.
Excellent
Whoa.
start out for Fnatic.
They go aggro everywhere, really.
picks
Aggro middle,
across the
aggro
board.
A, just retake over
And off
towards
of
C.
Utility in mid as well. The 1-2 punch, the Yoru walking down. They swing out. Boaster.
I do like this from G2. Like early on, they've tried to create a lot of pressure with their smoke and actually using their smoke, because in the past they haven't used their smoke too much. So, again, this is cool.
Fully funneled into the middle of the map,
And
they know
the
that.
more,
The
like
paranoia is
the
gonna be a
early
little bit
pressure of
wide,
what they're
but
doing
balance
over
shots do
towards B
connect.
will
Now
just
they can
mean
push
that
back C. The
Fnatic,
thing
every time this
is,
smoke goes up, they're going to be scared of B.
know
So
that they
it's
really
just
have a good
making
idea
sure
of
they
what Durka
actually
is.
use the smoke at
They
the
might
beginning,
have
and then you
notion
condition
that
them to
somebody could
have
be down
pressure,
for
which
long,
in
and that's why they're
theory should
planning
have
for
2
CT
people
right now.
around B either side,
drone, it's gonna
or
get
at
good
least some
info on where
Cypher
Alpha
util here,
is.
which then means that C should be easier to hit.
Is the
Whoa!
problem, and the
Really,
problem
bro?
has not been solved.
Shots,
Nasty
man.
work
Yeah,
from
so I
Durka.
guess G2's game plan is like
What a
hit B early, make
transfer.
use of the
That's a
smoke, and then you're gonna
scary
hit
sign for
C
G2
once the
fans.
Cypher
He's
util
in like
goes
that
here.
already.
It's a nice idea.
Oh, he
Tough
commits to the
spot
TP
to
back
be
side.
in. Jonah P fully surrounded in a 1v3. No idea
Dude,
where
Durka
was.
looks
Fully left
very
guessing.
strong, man. It was a great round.
And
It was a nice idea
bonus,
from
this is an
Fnatic as well,
excellent
going
start.
super
Yeah, it
aggro.
was a big
It's also a very good
investment. Had it
recovery
not
from
gone their
G2
way,
to
maybe
get
the
it into
economy
the
isn't that
3v3.
great, but
yeah,
with
this
how
is
these players
Durka
already
just
coming into
individual.
form in the first 3 rounds that we've seen so far. Yeah, that's something you're going to see Alpha do quite a bit. They're looking on point right now, and the
What is that?
proactivity from G2 to bring that back to a 3v3, it was pretty good, but
then Durka happened.
yeah, then Durka
Yeah, I
happened.
mean, it's
That
a Durka
transfer
round.
was too much. And when you think about Fnatic,
This is my balls, boy, bro. Good job. Nice kid.
and when you think about Fnatic as a team, they only really tend to struggle against very, very highly talented players that have good mechanics, everything. And it's not that that's a dig to G2. They have great mechanics, but they rely on more of their fundamentals and the high percentage plays in order to win. That gives Fnatic a lot of breathing room to be confident in their own aim.
Jonah P doesn't have a ton of breathing room here. You look at the mini map. You've got
I mean, he's got good
Alpha,
map
who's
control.
taken all of A long. You've
It's
got
for an
Chronicle
eco
again, a bit
right now.
short.
Like they're taking good map control. We got
But they've managed
draw
to get him
control.
in there now.
Whoa,
The middle of the map has been taken. The
dude,
paranoia is out towards garage.
they're kind of
flawless.
destroying them in
Question
the
is, how
bottom
much
middle
more
at
is
the moment.
concealed? Do they realize
This
where
was
the rest
really
of G2 are?
to do this against an eco is very bold.
He's going to try to get
They
out.
know
and
where
again,
Jonah P is, and he's going to fall shortly.
Alfear's waiting on the other side. It was that spacey that you taken at the very beginning of the round. He shouldn't be able to get away with anything.
That's a
And he
clone,
doesn't.
buddy.
Yeah.
So it's a stall towards front B again. Last time G2 were down numbers, this is where they decided to go. And I think Fnatic are a little bit ahead of this. Durka got that pick in short A. He's the forefront. Can't connect yet.
This is notably more
they
difficult.
tanked
Remember
so
the last
much
time
damage
they did
here.
this, they had the Viper Orb that they
Dude,
could layer
look
out.
at
And they also had
Fnatic, bro. They
rifles.
don't give him anything.
that
This is
shield.
awesome.
So damning.
There's really no way for them to fight back to this, at least not in this round. So a flawless one
Yeah,
comes through for
and
Fnatic
G2
as they
could do
get
a
to four, and I
timeout.
think
They were right in the
it's
fact that
concerning as we look into the next
the
because
Cypher
Fnatic
over
have a
towards
couple
here
bolts to
means this
speak
is
of.
a
Durka
free
has his,
orb, so they can
Alfear has his,
continue
and
to
then
get
you've
that
got,
like they have been
I
doing.
believe both here on Chronicle close.
You would now maybe
They
be
haven't stopped at all.
expecting
It's
something.
been aggressiveness every single round so far from the side of Fnatic.
But
the difference is
it's a
once
shame
they
for
get those
G2.
key
I like that
kills,
overall
they
idea.
fall back and
The
they
fact that
play
they've
as a
had
unit.
no
It's looking very
one
cohesive
rounds
right now.
from their B pressure probably
And very
means that
smothering for the side of
Fnatic
G2.
aren't going to change too much up
It's going
though.
to be an early
So everything kind of
timeout
backfired
for good
here.
reason. It seems like the G2 players
There's no way Alpha
just
stands
can't
up.
seem to even hit shots at this point.
Yeah, Fnatic full steam ahead for now. A 4-0 start for them. You've got Alfear who's coming online. And again, that's what you need on that ISO roll. He's been able to deliver so far 6-0. Perfect bill of health so far.
Yeah, this Durka and Alfear combo has been the bread and butter of Fnatic's success on Haven in 2024.
Yeah, I mean, the ISO and the Yoru and
It's
They're-
so unique.
their willingness to innovate and bring those into the fold has just, you're right, it's netted them so much success. It's netted them
Would you say that Fnatic
perfect
have the
record
best
on this
Haven
map.
overall
And for
at
G2,
this time,
it's
at
tough
this
to
moment?
prepare
Yeah.
against a composition like this because it's so
I
niche.
think they're the only
who
team I
else is
put
running?
in
There's
S
not a
tier
lot
for
of teams that
Haven.
are running it. Maybe
Right.
a couple teams in APAC that I've seen.
Is that right? I can't remember where I put DRX.
But
I
limited
felt like
reps
DRX
against a
had a pretty
comp
good
like
Haven,
this.
but maybe it was inflated from the Gen
It's
G
very
game.
hard to play against, and the way that
I
Fnatic
might
are
have had
approaching
both. I might have
playing against this Viper
Fnatic
comp,
and
kind of getting
DRX.
ahead of the Viper wall, and honestly trapping Jonah P a
Then
lot,
DRX
even
got
giving
wrecked.
that A short space. It's an awesome approach. A lot of good prep work has been done from the side of Fnatic. They seem to
Okay,
have a good
G2
read on how to play against this double
Yeah,
controller.
they're going too aggro over towards
What's the
mid and
adjustment for
A,
G2
so
on the other
they
side
need
of
to
the
try and
timeout?
make sure that
You've
they
got
take
Trent one away from
long
having
A
his
and
Hunter
they
Fury.
push them away from here, because at the
aggressive
moment
TP out from Valorant
they can
against
just
Hubby.
have B so much heavier because they
They're
haven't
to
done
buy
enough
some
A
space.
pressure.
But again, you see the utility
Or like
being
confirmed
exchanged
the
from
A
defense.
pressure. And that's been a lot down to Chronicle, man. His
Yeah, and
util
I
over
think this is
towards
what
A has
G2
been
needed
great.
to do. They needed to shut down this
And
A
the fact that
control.
they've been aggro here.
If Alfear is there, push him back, at least get his shield off of him. But he's not even here this time. He's waiting for a 1v1 opportunity. He has that ISO ultimate online.
That was so dangerous. The drone expiring just before it catches a couple of members.
But as
Yeah,
soon as
and they're
anybody
just sticking
makes
around here
contact
because
around the
I
map,
imagine once this recon
Alpha's gonna
happens,
pop
it's
that
going to
shield,
go
he's
over
gonna ult.
towards long. So
So
they're either going
G2
to dodge
take
it
two
or
on. Here it
destroy it.
comes. Here's the 1v1.
Ooh,
Alpha
and we're
Leaf
kind of
on the
pushed
other
them to
side.
trade
He's got
this
full
one.
health. He's got full armor. But how do you deal with the double tap?
It's too hard,
Yeah,
not at this high of a level.
Yeah, you
Most
should
of the
always
time,
just be winning it
the
at
ISO
pro
will win
play.
that exchange.
On the other. Oh, it seems like they're going to try to get out
Whoa,
onto the
whoa,
side.
whoa.
Not going to lie to you guys. Didn't really see what happened there. But
No,
lo and behold,
that's just
they've
a normal
managed to
stream
get
because casters didn't
decently
lag.
far out. You've got the paranoia coming out, the decay as well.
30 seconds
But it's
left.
Dirkus in
again.
such a good
Huge
spot.
kill.
He just decapitates
Boaster,
him.
love the pause from you.
Boaster able to respond.
Yeah, and then we had someone to run through the smoke after. Damn, bro.
He's got 2 shots, but position's been given away. Knife out. Shots not settled. And again, Trent has to go. No armor. That's not the right
No way.
weapon in that position.
Dude, Alpha as well, and they're just prioritizing the ult. Dude's halfway to his next ult.
Yeah, he just used it. He already got 4 ult orbs into that round. And you see the value of the ISO on this map. The way that G2 like to play this composition is to do a little bit of a push and pull.
Yeah, they had an awesome idea here with the smoke that goes over towards spawn.
Wherever you make noise, whether that was
And then
gonna be
going
NA,
on
whether
top
that's
of it
in
as well.
Garage, he's gonna ult you. He's gonna take the 1v1. And with his mechanical skill,
Yeah, forget it.
Right, yeah,
it's
bro's
over.
free
And he
away
has a
from an
shield
ult
on.
again.
9-0 so far. And again, more than halfway to having his ult online.
the desk was talking about how Fnatic struggle when they start off slow. Or even when things just don't go their way. Keep in mind against Heretic, they lost a 4v2 to start the match. This time around, they're so confident because they won the 4v2.
I mean,
The
it's
problem is
perfect.
Fnatic always do
It's a
this
map
Sova
that they're
ult
familiar
with
with,
Darker
the map
pushing
that's led them a
window.
ton of success.
My one thing about Fnatic
And the
this
beginning
year
of
is I
this
think
could
their
not be any
ult
better.
rounds are crazy readable.
Couple kills traded, 1-for-1 Leaf with a
So,
lighter.
maybe G2 had like a
Lighter
pretty
weapon here,
good
just
idea
Seer.
on this one, like
But
the
ease
ult
it
to
to
make
the
sure that
spear
he
with
doesn't
Joe
have
to
the
be close
freedom
by.
to actually use
They're
the
gonna
ult
invest
back
a
as they
hit
push
into
middle.
this. Boaster's just waiting on the other side.
And this should be a done
Trent is
round.
2.
This should be a
Surely
done
he's spotted.
round.
They've
I mean,
gotta know
look
that
at
he's
what is
there.
going on. How on earth did
Trent
Fnatic
is
retake this?
so
They got to
far
go
away, just
heavy.
now gonna
I
get
mean, maybe
range to use
Darker.
that Hunter's Fury if need be.
Darker's
So they
done
have
insane
full
to get
A-main
this much
control.
space. Yeah, hold up.
It is
Here we
down,
go.
and
Smoke
that's gonna
down.
make this so
Dude,
much more
imagine.
difficult.
This
Leaf's
is all
gonna
down to
fall
Darker
too.
taking the space, by the
A
way.
2v4 that needs to go the way of G2 for any semblance of hope, and it does not look like that will be the case. What in the world can Trent do? Outnumbered.
Oh my god, they're losing these
Again.
rounds. Shout out to Darker, bro.
Six all the
Darker
way of
taking the
Fnatic,
space
and
means
that's
that he can
another
just hold
ISO
all of
ult
this and they
online.
can force us
What a
behind.
retake from
They know
Fnatic.
that someone was behind as
That was a
well.
chef's kiss moment.
But the fact is they
It
had
could
2
be
people
so hard
behind
to
and
go
then
up
they
against
just,
the
like,
Viper's pit,
G2 left
especially
2
when it's
people
all
on
in
site
CT,
to just
but
hold site.
opting to just go through window. And Durka in that
Still like the
entire
idea
moment
from
after this
G2,
kill
like their
comes
ideas
down,
at the
he
moment
still has
aren't
a
bad.
clone, he still has a flash
They're just
if
getting
need be.
a little bit outplayed.
And you
They
can't
need
just
it more
not
on
shoot the
site here
clone.
for sure.
Right, you have to.
When that Viper's pick comes down on Trent's screen, he's shooting whatever's in front of him.
I'm feeling today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that's. I
definitely
mean, that's
is. He's
scary. He's 11.
11-0.
Yeah, he's
I believe
11-1, right? He's 11-0. He hasn't died yet, and he gets
1000%.
another ult.
Defensive op out in the hands of Durka.
It's interesting. In the last series, we saw Boaster pick up the defensive op quite a bit. But this time, maybe Durka is feeling it in his own right. And Leaf,
It's
oh
Leaf
my
again.
gosh.
He's got a Bulldog, light armor. Alpha here again trying to pest him out.
Ooh,
But this time the
hold
duel
up.
goes the way of G2.
Yeah, and that's now a gun, and we
Now, what's the
got a
response? Where do they
a
go
kill
from
over
here?
towards Garage as well.
It's going to be aggressiveness down C long for Durka. He's going to get some info, but his TP is leaning towards A. So G2 need to be very careful.
I'm
right now.
feeling
They
it
might be
today.
running
Yeah,
into the
Alpha's
remaining three members
just
of Fnatic.
forever jinxed, man. He can't stand up.
If they commit
Not allowed
this,
to give
they're
it.
freezing real.
I mean, this Odin could do so much damage against light armor. Dude.
Yeah, 1000%.
You just spray and pray, get a little bit of a collat. Oh, that's why the Killjoy ultimate is invested, but there's still
Keep
two
an eye on
trips to
Durka.
play off of. Chronicle, he's going hunting. He might find the timing.
He's exploring. Valenzair on the other side. He's got to spot him, and he does.
But I mean, he had
The
to kind of
Stimmer
make some
close
play,
and
and
to
there was a
another
copy
win.
over towards shore. It wasn't the worst.
A 5v2, but again, remember, it's lighter weaponry. It's not great. It's a Bulldog and
5v2,
an Odin.
Durka does get hit by the alarm bot.
Patience out from
Okay,
Hero.
Durka's safe. Durka's not necessarily
2v4
saving, but they should hold him in.
devastating.
They
It
got
would be
crazy good money.
Ah, Durka's going to save this operator, surely.
I mean, he's got plenty of money.
Huh.
Wait a second.
The newcomer.
Durka's doubling back.
For this Fnatic roster. He's continued to knock on the door. He's continued to unlock the bolts, and he might be able to swing this back in their favor, but heads up awareness from Trent. Now Durka has no choice but to get out. Not in
Big
that
round for
situation.
G2. We got gun
G2
upgrades
will
as well.
finally get on the board. Again, I don't know that they can necessarily even upgrade any weapons. They're going to carry over Valence Odin, but that might be it. Oh, Trent does grab something there.
Yeah, he grabs the Vandal. But Leaf drops anyways.
Yeah, not too many guns.
It was a light investment from the side
only
of
the
G2.
2, but still.
But winning that round, that was a must-win round for G2 to get any type of momentum.
Yeah, shout out to Leaf winning that with a bulldog.
And Leaf winning the head-to-head this time around. Durka, Alpha, apologies, couldn't just could not settle the shots.
He tried his best at it again. Chronicle's patience there was so nice. He sat there for what felt like an eternity, and then just got a little bit too far.
Yeah, there's
So
potential.
G2 on the board.
We got a
Get that monkey
heavy
off their
focus
back.
on
Now
this
you've
round as well. We got
four
3
rifles
people
in
that
the
would get
open
full
speed up.
reset.
Still
We got okay money in the others, like they could maybe have some kind of drop, but
Dude, so much aggression. What a combo.
yeah. The thing is, normally they have someone pushing mid on this one, so G2 kind of escaped this one, really. Valen taking a hit.
And the paranoia out from Boaster. You wouldn't see a damn thing.
Yoru clone is so good against the Cypher. Breaks
Wow,
all the
he
tricks
really
in
is
Alpha.
feeling it.
He's
Look at what he's going for.
Crazy right now. It's 1-for-1 though.
Leaf again. Able to clean him up and have his number. Trent pop the ult. Not really going to connect out onto anything. They have a little bit
It's
of
a
barrage control.
really nice Yoru ult. Nice and early as well. Garage is clear.
It's Durka again getting as much info as he can. Meanwhile,
Bots
Boaster's trying to do
too.
a bit of the same, but Trent anchored in. We'll clean him up. What's the rest of this retake look like for Fnatic?
Yeah, and
The drone will create a little bit of space. No ultimates on the side of the attack.
it was nice though from
No smokes
Fnatic,
on
the
side of
push
defense
behind.
either, so it's just going to be complete RNG. That's a good
big
start
one.
though, yeah.
That's a big one, but Leaf's timing. He's given his position away. He's only able to find one. It's going to be Chronicle on his own. A tap of the spike into the swing, and Jonah P.
Okay,
will
great
best
run
him.
from G2. I still like the
G2
push
get their
behind, right?
second.
This is one of these comps from
Proactivity
G2. Once
after
they
that
get over
kill on
towards
the
the
flank by
site,
Trent.
they
And so
should
far,
win the
we've
after
seen
plant.
Trent. He's
Obviously,
sitting
we saw
all
the
way back most of the
Viper
time
ult where they
that
didn't have
G2
enough
get
people on
the
site,
and get
but
that spike planted.
the
They're
kind of
aware
rule is that
Fnatic
as soon as
likes
this
to
comp
use
gets over
flanks.
towards site, they should normally win the rounds.
After that kill comes through, the double flank. Yeah, there's a bit of a whiffage going on from Leaf, but no one's ready for Jonah P in this moment. The numbers game
Yeah, this was cool, double
too much in
flank.
favor.
Alpha just jumps out the window smoke.
Yeah, he's laughing
Need to
at
be
how
more aware
confident
of
he is.
The crazy plays that can happen against this basically
He's
double
way
duelist
too
comp
confident.
of ISO
Does
and
Durka beat
Yoru.
the turret
That's
down?
another
Oh, they
free
do the
pick.
turret on the
Got
floor,
spammed
so he
this
beats
time
the
around.
turret at middle, and then we have a
1-2-3
reface
punch.
off it. Bro, they are dominating
They're
middle.
investing so much into denying this
Yeah.
A main control from G2.
A main mid.
I mean, every single round.
Every
It's
single
either
round
the
they do, yeah, they
decay
do just do
shock, or
this.
it's the paranoia with the
It's
vulnerable,
it's
and then the
aggro
Hunter's Fury. Like,
here and
they're
here,
dumping
and
so much
they
into
don't
this
even
area
care
of the
about
map, and I
C.
think that makes the game plan very clear. Fnatic walked in with the intention of denying that space, and so far they've done so.
And this is why I'm so surprised that G2 aren't ready for this. This was a set play that Fnatic had already previously ran.
Yeah,
like 2 or 3
Fnatic always
times.
do this, just not as much.
Durka walks down mid. Hero swings off of him. Alpha, of course, he's just going to peek A.
Not shock.
Yeah.
Just a little short.
This is just such a hard post plant to play. There's 3 members flanking long. And still an Omen paranoia.
Was G2's
for
first
Boaster.
ban?
It's
They
good.
perma-banned Sunset.
Hero just absolutely
shot.
decimates Valen.
And
Deleted
Trent's-
from the server.
And Trent's left in a 1v4. That first shock will go out. The
Oh.
spam
Okay.
coming through.
Hold up.
Clean up 2. But there's still so much work to be done.
3
No,
bullets.
Boaster did not
Oh
get
my
it to
god.
half. Now finally done so. The classic
Ooh.
just cannot
Yeah, the
connect.
10 HP here.
Yeah, not enough.
That was kind of
battle.
close.
And Fnatic taking the disciplined approach, playing all together. Yeah, they get
Every
collided through a smoke,
single
but
time they
still.
go aggro middle,
It's a
they
4v1 in
they
that
wreck them.
moment.
This was really cool though. I don't know if Leaf always does
The
this
turn
turret,
from
but
the
because he
Yoru
takes a
flash,
little
but
bit longer
this-
to walk forwards,
that's the
you
weird thing,
beat the
that
timing
turret,
at
we
middle
thought
here,
that
so
it
you
would
can get to
clear
this
that
angle
spot of mid.
fast. Fnatic,
But Durka, he just knows.
Fnatic overall plan really cool.
So aware.
Like we
of
can
what
kind
that
of see
turret
all
can
of their
actually
plans
see
at the
and how they
moment.
can
Fnatic
finesse around it.
denying a lot of middle. We've also seen some flanks
And
once
that's
they
part
get
of the
over towards
issue is
site,
I
like
think
twice.
not only are
Right, they
willing
lost
to
A
invest so
with the
much
ult rounds. They
utility
had
in
one
A, but then you've
flank.
got
They
Alpha
lost C.
filling
We had
space
one
behind
flank
it.
as well.
So yeah, you can try to wait out the shot.
Very
and you
obvious
can
what
wait
the
out
teams
this,
are
that, the
doing
other,
at the
but then
moment.
what?
Like they both got good plans.
Look at this. Another walk down mid this time. With more members.
done
That
it
turret
again.
Does not clear this box.
Bro, we can't be putting our
Leaf,
turret here.
Oh my goodness.
He's punished again. First it was Alfir, now it's Durka.
That was such a nasty shot.
It's a great
Off
shot.
of the jump
Yeah,
spot.
it is an incredible shot. It's
have to
nice
be
to
so
see
precise to
their
hit
antis
that.
heavy paying
Right now,
off.
if you're G2, it just feels like you can't do anything. You cannot take control of mid. You need to start doing a different turret, maybe through window. But the problem is Fnatic were ready for that adaptation. They had 3 players front B ready to spam window.
Every single corner seems to be considered for Fnatic. He stuck that.
Uh-oh.
He stuck that
Wait.
right into Hero's lap. He's going to get a second on Valen too.
So
Yeah, we're going for some big plays. This is the thing from Fnatic though
imagine
as
there was
well.
a flash
I think they
behind
looked
or
into
something.
it and
I'm
realized
sure
they
we're gonna see
don't just
that on
have
the
straight
replay,
up C hit
think the
because
story
maybe
doesn't
because they don't
change.
have Jet and it's
Jonah P has gotten
Just
3
the
on the round.
Yoru?
He's going to have to get 2 more. An ace to potentially just get G2 their 3rd round of the half.
Problem is, Fnatic have the spike in full control. They can see it. It's in their sights, and it's a crossfire in garage. This is impossible.
How in the world is
yeah.
Jonah P
How are
do
you
that?
meant
He
to beat
can't.
that?
This has been near perfect Valorant out for
Alright, it's
Fnatic.
been really good
Other
from
than the
Fnatic. Yeah.
MasterCard Thrifty that G2
I'm not sure
got,
G2 have a fast
there was
C.
only, what, one other round they won? That was... Oh my... Yeah, that's absurd.
Oh, look
That
at it.
is absurd.
She killed me jump spotting, bro. 4-4.
With a Phantom too.
It's disgusting. Disgusting work.
And there was Hero dealing with what Icy was trying to get backside on.
So limited on what you can do on the Yoru, especially on the attacking side. And Icy, he's sitting at 2-10 right now. He's struggling again.
I mean,
Leaf, I mean, Leaf
struggling.
is sticking in this
Yeah.
corner, that's for sure.
Oh, man.
This time it's Trent.
Oh, he's
just trying to take the fight
Oh.
right to him.
Yeah, he kind of gambled wrong, Trent, a little bit.
Alfear.
He was really hoping he was on the left.
2 for 3 on the Gulag this map.
Yeah, and off of that, Durka gets all that free space. There's a triangle setup here in A. If G2 want to go back, they're going to be met by so much opposition. That smoke, Valen, he's trying to finesse in the minds that maybe Fnatic are going to back up, but they're ahead of this, so it's a hard read right now from Fnatic. They know.
Boaster still playing close by. If they fully commit to this B fight, he has a paranoia that he can hit from there. It's all off the cue from Alpha, but he gives the space up.
Look at how far back the trips are from Hero.
Leaf's gonna get tagged. The Hunter's Fury has been invested. Leaf is already dead.
What a setup.
No corner is safe. Valen's left in a 1v3, and yeah, he has
Yeah,
the
every
spike,
single
but
time,
again,
it's just
these
like
miserable 1vx
Someone has to
situations.
1v3, 1v4. Like they're
That
getting
was
so wrecked.
sick from Fnatic.
Same calls
What
from
a great
Boaster.
round.
Yeah, the prep
Alpha
on this
just
has
spams him
been
through the smoke. That's how the game's
insane.
been going. Everything in favor
it's
for Fnatic.
it's a good
But
amount
to
of like
take all
prep
of
is
A
really
control
really
after
strong,
Alpha
and
wins
you
that
just got
1v1.
people making sure that they
It
hit the
allows for
shots
Chronicle
to
have that crazy
actually
Hunter's
capitalize
Fury
on the
line.
reads.
If anybody goes garage off the trip, if anybody goes front B,
How good a
contact,
Fnatic at binds?
and that's
Pretty good.
exactly what happened. That was such a nice set play. Look at this. I mean, it's beautiful Valorant right now.
It takes the entire map away, right? You remove a full third by denying a main space, and then you've got the ult that's just going to deny everything else.
And right now, I like I said, I've been so surprised that G2 haven't tried to speed up C long
Yeah,
at all,
and they're
because
gonna
that
have
has
to try and
really
do a
been the
C
weakest
hit,
area
but
for Fnatic so far on this map.
again, it's so
They
hard to
took
do a
so
C
long
hit
to
with a
identify
Yoru
it.
because you gotta at one
And
point you
it's
gotta
just
kind
too
of
late at
run
this
through
moment. There's
this.
3
Then
members
you either have to
pushing
stick a
up A long
TP
right
into
now.
one of
Leaf
these
is-
corners, and unless
he's
you're
gonna
doing
have to
like a
create miracle
passive
right now with this Guardian.
recon,
Meanwhile, Icy's ulting on the other side.
don't know that it's safe.
They're gonna try to
This is a
accelerate, as
classic
were
though. You
mentioning
got the
towards
ult
C, but you're right,
to
it's probably
actually get
too
them
little
full
too late, and
info.
Leaf has been
It
left
should
with
be
so
a
much
lot
to do. Meanwhile,
easier for
Icy
them.
Trying to get backside off of the flashes. Leaf dealt with. The site still up for grabs. You still have
Yeah,
so many
and we
members of
just
Fnatic that are playing
double
close by.
cage
Icy
the
trying to swing
left
out the buggy
and
from
hold
that
the
distance.
right.
He
It
wants
was
to
nice
connect, but
idea.
Valen will. How do you deal with Durka though? Number situation, the pit invests
Shot.
Trent on the swing, Chronicle dead. And now
Gives
the
him a
pit
lot
in
of
play.
space again.
Can they do anything to get rid of this? He's going to flip the map. He's going to get
He's
out. That
dead.
one's fully TP'd, but it finally commits back. Deciding that with Durka dealt with,
3 of them.
this is the strong site.
Wow,
Alfear,
that's a
20
lot of rounds
HP
for Fnatic,
in a
man. This is a
1v3,
masterclass.
They're leaving. They're quietly making an exit.
30 seconds left.
So tense right now. Even with Alpha being at 20 HP, look at the respect that is being given by G2. They understand that he's popping off. They understand that they need this round. They need the 9-3. Oh, that was close.
Dude,
All
18
three
to 4.
members that are up for G2 have
He's
taken damage.
18 to 4.
Some notably worse for wear than others. No, one benefit is that they're all playing together, so Alfear has to very carefully and cautiously check every single corner. And then there's the Viper wall he has to deal with too.
Yeah, and either way he goes right now, he's going to get swung by Valen.
The tap. Where's the swing? Where's the challenge? Where's the dare? They all want to swing at the exact same time. And G2 will
Again,
get
sick
their
off from
third.
Fnatic, man. They
Fnatic
just
again,
had
I mean,
way
borderline
too many
perfect.
reads on this, and they just played it perfect.
Yeah, that's a wonderful half for Fnatic.
And Alpha was
Alpha here
fragging
was
very
popping off.
heavy.
Dirk
So
was popping
honestly,
off.
Alpha
Hero had his
Durka, the amount
moments
of
in the
shots they were
backside
hitting
of
was
A,
really
the
good.
backside of C.
We'll see what G2 can do on the other half of this. Maybe there's hope. It doesn't seem likely. We'll be right back.
The anti, yeah, it's one of the best demonstrations of an anti-strat we've seen, I think, so far. It's definitely helped because Dark has been hitting a lot of good shots at middle.
Only on Verizon.
They even they even played well with just the pushes behind. Like even in some of the rounds that they lost, they played well. Did Alpha stand up? That's also a big reason. I think he's been sitting down the whole time. Put super glue on the chair. G2 could not get mid. Yeah, and from the looks of it, they definitely don't have a fast C. Like I think they actually just don't have a C rush strat. So I think with that as well, they just left C the whole time. And with it, they just had the cages so they could flood back in if they ever created pressure. And then they just denied middle the whole time. Aggro middle, aggro over towards A. Yampy, hello, hello. Dude, nothing, man. It's too early again, Yampy. Your comment doesn't work for this event, Yampy. The morning, it's way too early.
Up 9-3, they obliterated G2's attack side, and now
Maybe if we get a third map. How long did I sleep? That's a better one. Honestly, I got 7 hours last night, roughly. Pretty good.
And they like to work a lot of garage. They like to work a lot of mid, much like the defensive side that we saw. That aggressiveness towards mid.
They made the map
Vnox Noah with the prime.
Yep.
Thank you for the
and
6
to be
months.
able to
Thank
do
you,
that
thank
on
you.
a 3-site map, applying pressure in every single facet of the game is just really impressive. You understand why they're perfect on this map.
Exactly, and they're playing the comp to its strengths. They're going for the duels. They're taking aggressive aim fights. And when their aim is on point like that, it's just so hard to play against. Now, I will say that Trent, last time they played this map, he was a big
must-win
key
pistol
to
for
the success
G2.
of G2 in beating EDG. He had a very, very huge defensive half. So he's going to need to step up again.
The setup here. I mean,
Well,
you can see it. The writing is on the wall.
Yeah,
Any sort of
G2 are ready for this one.
Fallon's got the flash.
Oh, yeah.
Don't want to
then
use
the
this
fight
flash too
ensues.
early. You kind of want them to
Question
go
is,
into this.
Will there be enough of a trigger? Will there be enough to tip the scales?
But this is the Fnatic approach. We're going to contact up mid. Maybe we'll go garage, break the alarm bot, make you have to re-clear that space. And then while all that's happening, look at A site.
Yeah, it's up for grabs. It's free.
You take everything.
They can waltz their way in.
Yeah. And G2, they are known for their retake approach on a lot of maps.
It's going to be tested here.
Mm-hmm.
If they want to try to pull
Three-person
this
walk
off.
down middle with the double duelist
Going
ready
slow
for it.
Now. Across the middle of the map again. 2 there. Found Alfier again. Gets away with murder.
And now
Yeah, and he's not expecting this guy.
For the second, you're not.
Damn, Fnatic
No
are
way. And
all
Trent just
over
got
them.
spammed all the way in
They
heaven.
are
Look at how
all
far. Look
over
at the
them.
minimap. Look at where he got
Yeah,
spammed
he
at.
actually spams
so
him
deep.
through heaven. Right?
What a pistol round from Fnatic.
What a map from Fnatic.
Is he? Or is he under? He must be under
That's why
there.
they're undefeated on it.
I mean, I'm hard-pressed to identify anything that you can look and go, oh, they probably should have done that better. Where do you go? Where do you look?
I guess Alpha should have won that second ISO ult that he got. That's about it.
How dare that
Yeah,
guy not
how
win
dare
every
he?
single ult?
How dare he?
Unbelievable.
Leaf is in a 1v3 though. And he gets flanked. Durka. Too much for him to handle. Fnatic are running away with this one. This is a
Yeah,
very
they
fast
picked him apart. Definitely understanding why they picked this one.
20-6.
And this is without a shield, by the way.
It was heaven.
Oh, look at the spam.
Yeah, there's that deep kill you were talking about up in heaven.
Unreal.
And then the layers. There was no way that you'd be expecting Durka in a position
Nice
like that.
Gamachi here, actually. That's a really nice idea. That's actually kind of genius.
He's talking about that cam on the post plant that was watching short and long. They're having fun with it, Doug.
Wouldn't you be
I
having
mean,
fun
yeah,
if you were
I would
7
be.
rounds in an elimination match at Champs?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Dude, Trent's just
There's really
Trent's
no
just
time to fight
sending
back
it
here
through.
for G2, but I think this is just going to continue to be like a styling performance out from Fnatic.
And Alpha
no
almost
ledge
has
to
another
jump off on
ultimate.
this map.
The second round of the half.
The players use chat to
He's gonna
tilt the
have
other
for
team.
bonus,
It
and he
depends
has
on
a
the
Vandal
player.
already.
Most
We
don't,
can
but
walk
people
through
like
this unscathed,
Vanity
and
probably
then
do.
he's got a shield, and then he's
Celsius, I imagine, probably
I mean,
does.
it's perfect.
The setup is so beautiful too. Oh, as I say that, the cam gets picked up. So now nobody's looking short A. G2, they're so worried though. Oh, they're about to be met by Alpha. This guy's about to pop off. Oh, he can't handle the pressure.
In the face of 3, he does fall. No real way to upgrade the weapon. And they're just going to walk into Fnatic's crosshairs again.
Just a hard
Yeah,
freeze of the
double
round
kills
while
walking
it's
through
happening.
smokes right now.
The actual hit is coming through at B. It's just beautiful play right now from Fnatic. I can't stress it enough.
30 seconds left.
Boaster is calling such a good game. Leave. He gets a Vandal.
And he puts it right back down. As quickly as he scooped it up. Now Chronicle on the swing back side will clean up the last 2 members.
not
Fnatic
bad on
get
this
up
one as well.
11 to 3.
Still no gun loss.
Yeah, and that's the Vandal grabbed by Boaster as well. So all
Any
the
of my
good guns
players
that
do
they
it.
needed, they have into this
Trav
round.
and
And they're
Cryptics
one
probably
orb
did
off
it
the
a
ice
good
wall.
amount of times. Ardis as well, I think probably did it a good amount of times.
Left.
This is just
Like a
again,
couple of
It's-
smiley
it's
faces,
good
nothing too
awareness from the
crazy.
side of Fnatic. They understand
I
how
think
to play in
Cryptics
these
got told
anti-eco
off for it one time.
situations. When you get up numbers, it's pretty likely that the defense are going to try to even it out.
That's whatever.
Yeah, it looks like G2 are just going to have fun with it as well. Maybe just go next map. I don't think Fnatic's undefeated streak is going to end here.
No.
Yampy? No,
I
Yampy's too
don't think it
polite
will.
to do that.
That's some hard-hitting analysis there, Trey.
I mean, bruh.
What in the world can G2 do?
Warm up.
Yeah.
That's what they can do.
Go next.
Warm up. Yeah,
Try to start
it's
hitting
true
some
though.
shots.
Get a little bit of
start. There
confidence
you
at
go.
this point.
But
Kind of
again,
know the map's done,
as soon as
or
you
at least
kill
you're not
one,
fully
you should expect
believing.
the other. That's how it's been so
But
far. I
And
think
the
you can
other
at
is
least
on the move.
And I think
get some
Leaf has an
confidence.
idea of it too. That's why he picked up the CT area.
They're concerned about it. Alfier's timing. It's leaving a little bit to be desired there. They're going to commit to getting the spike down with no real resistance.
Spike planted.
Repass and
Still
push
in this
behind.
window area.
Leaf's going to clean him up, but how do you expect the other?
It's
I mean, he was
honestly,
surrounded. He thought
yeah,
he
Chronicle
could
could
deal
do
with what was happening
something
B main. No
pretty
real
big
idea
here.
of what was happening Garage. And now they're not even necessarily concerned with dealing with the spike and covering for it. Look at Chronicle's position. Just so aggressive. A brawly approach. And well, for good reason, it's all gone their way. A turn of the flash.
He's done
No
so
kill found.
good, man. He's done so
But
much
2v2 now,
damage, and he got a
IC
recon to
found,
hit
now much
both.
better off.
Alpha's just going to ult the diffuser. This round should be done.
Yeah.
This map is very likely
It's
done.
done. It's a save
It's actually
from G2.
done,
They know
yeah.
They don't have time. And yeah, it's because of that positioning from Chronicle.
Well,
He basically just slips
they
the
at least
net.
got the ult
And
out
yeah,
of
he's
them, but
unraveling there, but he buys enough time
9
for this to happen right here.
9 chances for
That spike
Fnatic
goes
to do
off.
this, and
It
man,
was a great start to the round.
it's
for
been
Leaf.
very impressive.
But Alpha, who just sat in window the entire time, didn't get re-cleared. It's like
And
us,
again-
just cut the map in half. Again, it's what you said. It just feels like it's so smothering for
It feels
G2.
small, yeah. Again, Chronicle's positioning. I mean, in for a penny, in for a pounding of G2. Like, they're up 12-3.
3v5.
What
They still
rounds
played
did
it pretty
G2
well
win? They
though.
won a
Like
thrifty in the first
this
half.
is more like a
Another close flat
3v4
round,
because
but
that Omen flash is
it was
already
the
hitting the
Viper pit
guy.
round they won.
Like that
At
guy
the end
outside of B-Link
It's
is
just
dead.
been
Like,
dire
the C-Link guy
straights.
near Garage,
No
he's
pistol
done for.
rounds. And it's tough. It's tough getting decimated like this because, like I said, like at least if it's kind of
G2's
close
Lotus-
or
G2's
maybe
Lotus
even a
is really good.
13-8, 13-9, you get warmed up.
Yeah,
and you're
you-
ready for the next map.
Right. You have something to hang your hat on, if
But,
nothing else.
Yeah, exactly. But like G2 have
What happened to
are working off of
G2?
nothing right now.
Right here
So
they got
even so,
completely
they wanna just
outplayed.
Try to string a couple
Like
at
right
least.
here they
Yeah,
got
Try
this
to.
feels
outsmarted
like,
for sure.
Let's see what sort of moral victory we can get to
Outsmarted
close out the map.
and
Let's see what
out-aimed,
sort
you
of
could say.
benefit we can carry into the next. Because for as much as we've talked about Haven being Fnatic's domain, we're headed to Bind next, and that's a map that G2 are very comfortable on.
Yeah, and Fnatic aren't slouches on it either, but yeah, G2 are extremely comfortable on Bind. We're not quite yet there, but we'll be there shortly.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah,
be there real
teams at the
soon.
moment, when I watch the
Real
G2
soon.
games, they've had some good reads on them.
And it's tough.
D2 got wrecked
point
on
this out because,
Abyss,
again,
right? That was when
from
Lev
top
had
to
really
bottom,
good reads
G2
on
have
them.
struggled.
And this one, Fnatic have
Icy
really good
at
reads on
3
them.
and 14.
Callan, KZK, thank you so much for the Prime. Thank you for doing the 16 months.
Starting on the attacking side on Yoru. Sometimes it can feel impossible to entry. That jump spot's going to spot a lot of people.
Hello, off the paranoia. They're going to bait all that out, and yeah, they're going to lose full main control, but Fnatic wisely accelerating, taking the rest of the map.
They're not even taking the map, they're taking heads.
Yeah, they completely owned them on this. This was awesome to watch, though.
Fnatic up into a 5v3 situation.
Boaster 2 kills, but Boaster doesn't need. Boaster needs 0 kills, man. This game plan on its own is worth like what, 20, 50 kills, somewhere around there. Anywhere between 20 and 50. The guy can just get 0 kills here with this game plan and just win. This brings it back to the NRG thing this year. And like I said this a lot, where like the old NRG, it's like I would rather in the old NRG put Boaster in, and he in his contract has that he can't shoot his gun, just because the game plans and strats will be way better. So that's like something where the kills don't always matter on this. This was like probably the best example you can have. This is one of the best game plans we've seen so far as well. It's awesome.
We'll be right back.
Good anti, man. Good anti, good shots. Solid comp.